at Golf 18 radio check.
Listen 19 Singapore delivery afternoon, showing 5. Singapore 510 ATC clearance.
Yes, 524, taking it is clearance.
Singapore 510, cleared to Bengaluru, Oroso 5 Bravo departure, expect flight level 400, scope 0174.
Due to destination, we also 5 Bravo departure, expect flight level 400, scope 0174, Singapore 510.
Singapore 510, EPAC correct, contact Singapore ground 124, decimal 3, bye bye.
Contact ground 124, decimal 3, thank you, Singapore 510.
Singapore delivery, Malaysia 19 at Golf 18, request Alpha clearance to Kuala Lumpur.
Malaysian 19, I don't see your flight plan up.
Singapore delivery, hello, Singapore 432 again, requesting IFR to Maldives.
Singapore 432, Singapore delivery afternoon, standby for ATC clearance number 1.
Standby number 1 for Singapore 432.
Singapore 432, ATC clearance.
Dead cop, Singapore 42.
Singapore 432, cleared to Mali, Taros 1 Bravo departure, scope 0110.
Clear from Maldives, via Taros from Brown departure, SQUAWK 0110 for Singapore 42.
Singapore 432, reback correct, contact Singapore ground 124, decimal 3.
Over to ground 124, decimal 3 for Singapore 42, bye bye.
Good day, Singapore 2 Kilo, tonight clearance to Dubai, all information still on board.
Singapore 2 Kilo, Singapore delivery afternoon, information CLRD is correct, cleared to Dubai, Oroso 5 Bravo departure, expect flight level 360, scope 0102.
Cleared to destination Dubai via 5 Bravo departure, Incheon 3, Passable 360, Loadsheet 0102, Singapore 2 Kilo.
Singapore 2 Kilo, repeat correct, contact Singapore ground 124.3, bye bye.
124.3, thank you, bye bye.
Singapore delivery, Malaysian 190 request aircraft clearance to Kuala Lumpur.
Malaysian 190, Singapore delivery, information CLR is now current, cleared to Lumpur, Masbo 5 Bravo departure, walk 0144.
Cleared to Kuala Lumpur via Masbo 5 departure, squawk 0144.
Malaysia 190 negative, Masbo 5 Bravo departure.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Masbo
Captain here
5
from the
Bravo
flight deck.
departure. Thank you.
Welcome you
Malaysia
on board
190.
this Singapore Airlines virtual
Malaysia
flight.
190 repeat
With me
correct,
on the
contact
flight deck
Singapore
we have
ground
the captain and our
124,
in-flight manager together
3,
with our amazing cabin crew.
124.3,
We hope to
thank you,
make
bye-bye.
this a safe and comfortable flight for you. In the interest of your safety, do have your seatbelt securely fastened whenever seated or when the seatbelt sign is turned on. You can monitor the flight progress via the in-flight entertainment system as well. Myself or our second captain will be talking to you again as we approach the arrival airport. Meanwhile, enjoy the in-flight services and thank you for choosing Singapore Airlines Virtual as part of your travel plans. We are currently sorting the last bits of paperwork and we should be departing soon. Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for departure. Thank you.
Singapore delivery radio check for Singapore 843.
Singapore 843, Singapore delivery afternoon, bank 5.
Singapore delivery, Singapore 843 can be request IFR to Los Angeles.
Singapore 843, information, Sierra is now current. Cleared to Los Angeles, Oman 5 Bravo departure, squawk 0116. Singapore 843, squawk 0116.
Squawk 0116 for Singapore 843.
Singapore 843, confirm Toman 5 Bravo departure.
That would be the Toma 5 departure for Singapore 843.
Singapore 843, affirm, read back correct, contact Singapore ground 124.3, bye.
124.3 for Singapore 843 heavy. Thank you.
Singapore ground, Malaysia 190, report taxi.
Malaysia 190 taxi. Uniform Sierra Tango Hold Short Romeo 2.
Taxi uniform Sierra Tango from Hope Romeo to Malaysia 190.
Ground November 1 Tango Sierra good evening. 344. You can do it up to Jakarta flight 410. Just to file will be at 35 hours.
Cabin crew, all doors closed.
November 1 Tango Sierra Singapore ground hello. Request IFR clearance with
We are
Singapore
pleased to be
Delivery
carrying passengers of our virtual
121.65.
airline partners. All electronic devices must now be put in flight safe mode. Please approach our cabin crew if you require assistance. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Malaysia 190 taxi Tango holding point Tango 2 runway 20 center.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Ladies and
Taxi
gentlemen,
Tango,
in the
holding
interest
point
of your
Tango
safety,
2 run.
please pay attention to the safety
Malaysia
video
190.
which will now be shown. Thank you.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments.
Singapore ground November 1 Tango Sierra 3464, ready for pushback backup.
November 1 Tango Sierra pushback approach face west.
Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click.
And
Tighten it by pulling on the strap.
Super, we ready for taxi.
To unfasten,
Singapore 2
lift the
Kilo
metal
Super
flap.
taxi
We
Victor hold
recommend
short
keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight.
Taxi Victor also can
Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an
Singapore
oxygen
ground,
mask
Singapore
will
843.
automatically drop
We're
in
still
front
waiting
of
for
you.
traffic.
Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the
Singapore
lateral straps
843
to tighten
Roger,
it
stand by
and breathe as usual.
10 seconds.
Secure your mask
Copy
first
that. Stand
before
by for
helping
843
others.
head.
It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be
Malaysia
behind you.
190 contact Singapore Tower
Count the rows of
118.6.
seats to the closest exit, in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace.
Contact
Assume
Singapore
the
Tower
brace position.
186, thank you, and bye-bye.
If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front
Singapore
seat.
7432 is ready to
Place
taxi.
your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor
Singapore
and
7432
heels
stand by
towards
for
your
taxi.
seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far
Singapore
as you can.
843 pushback approach
Place your
face
hands
north.
on top of your head. In an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be
Singapore
sure to leave
7432 taxi
everything
November
behind.
2 November
To
hold
put
short
on your
Papa 8.
life vest, remove it from the plastic cover.
November 2
and slip
November
it
hold
over
short
your
Papa
head.
8.
Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. Lightweight electronic devices, such as mobile phones and tablets, must be switched off or set to flight mode. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance.
Victor Papa, Ocean Papa 8.
Victor Papa, Ocean Papa 8.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
Cabin crew, your takeoff stations please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelt and draw up your window shades. Thank you.
Singapore 7432, taxi Papa 8, contact and holding point Tango 1, runway 2 center.
Okay, Papa 8, Tango 1, holding point 20 simple for 2.
Singapore 9014, contact 7432 Singapore Tower, good afternoon, line up runway 20 center.
Line up 20 center, 7432.
All stations, no acknowledgement required, train exchange 1008.
V1.
Victor Tango Kilo. Condition 19, proceed Victor Tango Kilo.
Victor Tango Kilo, Malaysia 1, sorry about that.
Alpha 322, fly heading 070, descend 3000. Alpha Sierra times 6000 feet. Officials, Singapore QNH 1008, no endorsement request. Proceed direct Victor Mike Romeo and report overhead Victor Mike Romeo. Actually, to 2 direct heading 110. Alpha 322, direct heading 170, clear island approach highway 20 right.
Singapore approach, good afternoon, Singapore 7432, just passing 1000 free now.
Alpha 322, Singapore approach, we're going to climb to flight level 150.
Continue climb 150, Singapore 7432.
Alpha 1 3 descend 4000 feet. 4000 feet for launch. Alpha Sierra climb 9000 feet. runway 20 right. Station 1 nano contact Singapore, Buddha 123.7.
Singapore radar 123.7, Malaysia 1, thank you and good afternoon, sir.
Excellent. Alpha 13 descend 3000 feet on 7 heading to the ILS approach, runway 20 right.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Alpha 13 descend 3000 feet on present heading, clear ILS approach, runway 20 right.
3000 feet clear to ILS approach runway 20 right, type 413.
Casa 322, contact Singapore Tower 118.6. Caution disregard, maintain on this frequency.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt signs have been turned off. For your safety, always keep your seatbelt fastened while seated. When the seatbelt sign is on, toilets should not be used and hot beverage service will be suspended. Infants must be carried out from the bassinet and secured.
About 7432 Pacific, Kilo.
Connect to the Chris World network to access
Sorry,
our
second percent,
content
info
portal
7432.
like Wi-Fi.
Tempo 7432 Pacific, Victor Tango Kilo.
In-flight duty-free shopping is available on this flight. To browse our selection of products available in flight, refer to the shop catalog in the seat pocket or the digital content portal. Enjoy 10% off with minimum spending of $120 and 20% off with minimum spending of $200. Terms and conditions apply.
Singapore approach, good day. Singapore 2 kilo with you 1000 feet climbing to 3000 feet via above 5 Bravo feet.
Singapore 2 kilo Super Singapore radar identified, climb to 7000 feet.
Up to 7000 feet, Singapore 2 kilo.
Alpha Sierra, contact Singapore radar 123.7, drive settlement.
127 from Alpha, thank you.
Alpha 3, confirm established.
Type 413, yes, confirm established on ILS runway 20 right.
Alpha Sierra, can continue to runway 20 right.
Tuning approach 20 right, type 413.
Singapore approach, good day, Amber 154, flight level 160, information go.
Number 7, question number 154 Singapore approach, descend 7000 feet, QNH 1008.
105, contact Singapore approach 124.6.
Singapore approach, 154.
Singapore radar, good afternoon, Indonesia 830, flight level 380. Okay, Singapore radar, SQ914 2263. 2263, Indonesia 830. Indonesia 830, identified flight to Singapore via ramp off to Bravo arrival, expect ILS runway 20 right. When ready, descend fast start to flight level 160. Singapore radar confirm LS20 right for Indonesia 30. Okay, Indonesia 30 clear to Singapore via ramp of 2 Bravo arrival. Expect LS runway 20 right. Descent 5 start to flight level 160. Clear to Singapore via ramp of 1 Bravo. Expect LS20 right. Indonesia 30. Indonesia 30, ramp of 2 Bravo, and when ready descend 5 star to flight level 160. Ramp of 2 Bravo, when ready descend to 130, Indonesia 30. Indonesia 30, flight level 160. Correction, flight level 160, Indonesia 30. Malaysian 100, monitor advisory 122.8 today. Malaysian 100 advisory 122.8. Singapore radar Indonesia 30 ready to descend, descending to 160.
Singapore radar, good afternoon. Singapore 7432, level 150.
Singapore 7432, climb to flight level 280.
I'm 280, Singapore 7432. Papa Alpha Sierra monitor advisory 122.8 today.
Monitor 122.8 Malaysia 1. Sorry about that, and good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Singapore radar, good day. Singapore 2 kilo with you, flight level 150.
Singapore 2 kilo, Singapore radar, proceed direct to Aroso, climb to flight level 240.
Direct to Singapore.